Oh yeah, what up you guys? Welcome back to another one of these videos. My name is Lauri Koskinen and I'm a professional juggler and a juggling teacher. Today I want to show you that. Not how to go from 6 to 7, but how to go, like how to add kick up into the pattern, so how to kick up into the pattern, okay? I'm going to give you guys some exercises. Now this is going to be, for this obviously you need to know how to do a kick up, like a blind kick up in a sense, so you don't look, because your eyes have to be on top. But yeah, I'm going to give you exercises when you learn the kick up. How do you learn how to do it into the pattern? That's what we're going to talk about today. So basically, you have a ball on your foot, you juggle 4. In this case, we go into 5. Okay? So some exercises for this. And it's quite simple. So first of all, the first thing is that you want to practice is standing on one leg. Okay? Let's take this. Go from 4 to 5, right? You can go, if you know how to juggle 4 balls, you can go from 3 to 4. I'm going to show you guys that. And you can also just go 2 balls into 3. So you can practice that. Or if you're even better, you can go from 5 to 6, or from 6 to 7, or higher and higher. But, so the exercise is just take 1 ball away, or add 1 more ball. That's it, depending on your skill level. So, first thing is you want to practice standing on one leg, okay? Especially when you juggle. Usually the problem is people don't have the motor skills. Like I see it many times when they try to kick up, the body move like this, and yeah, that's not gonna work. So you want to be able to do that. So you shift your weight a little bit to the opposite side, so you can raise the leg, and that's it. Okay, so obviously you need to know how to stand on one leg and back, one leg and back. And you want to be able to do it so you have the control. So you can stop here if you want, or you can go there and back. Okay, there, stop, back. Okay, this is what you want to do. This is what you need to do. Balance, core, stability, and back. Okay, and you want to be able to do it within the juggling as well. You want to be able to go standing on one leg. Ooh, and then back. Obviously, when you do the kick up, you don't have to stay here as long, but it's very good exercise. Like if you can do this, I've actually talked about this before, like doing the one-legged exercise, especially for balancing stuff. So yeah, you want to know this. So standing on one leg. So you go slowly, you shift your weight, one leg, and then you let go. You come back, and you do it with the pattern. If you find this too hard with 5, just do it with 3, do it with 4. You don't have to start with 5. Like I said, if it's too hard for you, take 1 prop away, take 2 props away. If it's too easy for you, you can add 1 if you want. All right. And then you go fast and back. Fast and back. It's like boom, 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 boom. Cool, and you can still keep the pattern. All right, next we're gonna learn is raising the leg. So you wanna be able to do just this. Just raise the leg a bit and touch that. And we have to do a flash, okay? So here it might be better if you start, especially you can start with 3. You just make like, you can go first. No, just do 3 up. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you can start with the left hand. 1, 2, 3. And then you can do the other leg as well. Start with the right hand, the leg. So just this. So you can do that. You touch your leg. All right? Now, we wanted that so we learn a little bit the balance. The next would be you mimic the kick up. Okay? So you have the kick up here. This is where you catch it. You do the same thing, but you raise a little bit higher. You touch your leg. Sorry about the hammering. Yeah, so you touch your leg. You do the same thing. And you try to avoid tilting your body, especially your upper body. It's not going to be anything like this, because when you're supposed to juggle like this, and if you need to do that, it's very hard to juggle from this position. That's why we want to be able to do this. That's why you should be able to do the kick up like this, so you keep your body in the same position, you keep your posture up. So the only thing that's happening is the weight shifting a little bit from one side to the other. Now we're going to practice it like this. You're going to touch. Okay? And the same thing. You do a flash and you touch. Flash and you touch. Okay? I like to go, this is for 5 balls. So you go crossing. If you want to practice for the 4 balls, then you would go straight up, right? So if you do the kick up with the right leg, you would go the flash, you would start the flash with the left hand, like that. So that would be practicing for 4, and the practice for the 5 would be a flash from the same hand, okay? So 4, you do a flash in force, the opposite. So you start with the right hand, and you do it with the left leg. Or if you want to go practice for 5, then you start the flash with the same hand, and you throw the flash across. Okay, so you start with the left hand, and you do the kick up with the left. Start with the right hand, you do the kick up with the right. Right? That is it. It's a very simple exercise, but if you've never done this before, you've probably never done this exercise before either. So just do it. See if you can do it. Try it. If it feels like, yeah, I can do this, it's easy, cool, then just go for the next one. You don't have to stay there and do it if you already know how to do it. So just go further and further away until you reach the point that you can't do, okay? Yeah, so then we would need to go for the kick up. Now, you can go straight into the 4 pattern, like the height of the 4. But what I like to do is I like to give myself a little bit more time, because you have to be quite fast if you want to stay here. If you go the flash a little bit higher, you can bring it then down. So you give yourself time if you do the flash. And obviously you don't even have to do 3 up flash. You can just do 1, 2 up. That will give you time, and you can do the kick up, all right? So if you go a little bit higher flash than your pattern, and then bring it down, it will give you more time. Look, so we go into the pattern, we have to be very fast. But if we go higher flash, and then bring it down to the pattern, we have all the time in the world. So that will give us, especially at the beginning, making the flash just a little bit higher will give you extra time, because it's hard for first, when you start doing it, it's hard for the timing, because you can start the kick up right when you throw that ball up, okay? So first, usually people, they want to throw it, they think about it, and then they do it, okay? So once you learn that you can be faster, you can actually do it simultaneously. You can do the throw and the kick up together. So that will make it so you can do at the same time, okay? But first, throw first, then do the kick up. So throw a little bit higher to give yourself more time, all right? Yeah, it's a very cool, very simple exercise. And then if you want to do it for the 5, you just practice. You start with 4, and you do, you can do a 3 up, okay? So you go 1, 2, 3, up. But then you have to do 1 extra throw to get back into the 4. So if you're practicing with 4, I just like to go flash, straight up flash. And you can first just do the knee touch, and then do the feet touch. So you just do this a couple of times. Yeah, it feels good. You can do the opposite side if you want. I think it's good to practice, especially if you do a lot of kick-ups. It's good to practice the opposite leg as well, so you don't get this overused muscles on this side and underused on this side, because that will start to turn your pelvis and mess up your posture. You don't want that. So you want to practice both sides to get sort of like a equal training, okay? So you don't want one muscle to be super strong and the other one super weak. So practice in both. And yeah, and if you want to have fun with it, you can even do this. Just you can go like yoga. just if you want to have fun with it. And yeah, and then when it comes to do the 5, again, it's on your foot. You're standing on both legs. And you go 3 up, and into the pattern. And as you notice, I do higher flash. So you go a 3-up flash, up, you do the kick up and return. Like that. You can go straight into the pattern, and you just have to be faster. So I do recommend going higher first. And if you go even more higher, you can actually do like a 360 there if you want. So you can go 1, 2, 3, kick up, and 360. So you can make it even more cooler if you want. But yeah, that is it. That's basically it. That's the exercise. Hopefully I covered all the steps. Yeah, so remember, the biggest thing, the basic thing is learn the kick up first without changing your posture, especially your upper body, right? So all you need to do is shift the weight a little bit from one side to the other, do the kick up and then return. That's it. So practice that, because if you tilt, the juggling becomes very, very hard. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys are more, like, if you want to learn more this kind of stuff, I do have my online course. Like, a lot of people ask, is there the same videos that are on YouTube? No, absolutely not. These YouTube videos are like a sneak peek. Okay, they're like a trailer, they're like a preview. And that Juggling Mastery, my online course, that's like the whole package. That's the, how do you say it, like, when you watch a movie, so this, and you see the trailer, in trailer you see some parts, and then you go to see the movie, and it's like a much bigger and better. This is the same thing, all right? So in YouTube, I have these tutorials that are just like little things, and in Juggling Mastery, I teach them more in depth, much more other stuff, and it's just much bigger collection of everything, okay? So yeah, it's not the same videos as on YouTube. The YouTube are like a sneak peek of what's in Juggling Mastery. So if you do like this kind of stuff and the way I teach, definitely check out my online course, jugglingmastery.com. I'll put the link below in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.